So, guys, the drama between the EFF and the MK party had me in stitches the whole weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite entertained by the back and forth between the EFF and the MK party, their so-called black political parties. Man, I still do not understand how is it possible for people to look at these political parties and say that this is exactly what we need as black people in this country. I honestly do not understand, because these two political parties are touted as black political parties. These two political parties are touted as political parties that are going to liberate black people. You remember Floyd Shivambu saying that the MK party, the MK party, it is a liberation movement. Like, this is what Floyd Shivambu said. Man, I don't know. I don't know what they are feeding Floyd Shivambu in KZN, but ever since Floyd Shivambu joined the MK party, the things that Floyd Shivambu says, man, are insane. They are insane. They are insane. This is the former deputy president of the EFF who has joined the MK party after 10 years of bashing Jacob Zuma. And today, Floyd Shivambu is telling South Africans that he was misled. He was misled by the media. The same Floyd Shivambu was very strong against the media, that the media is against the people of this country. The media are a bunch of liars. But now that he has joined the Zuma party, he is telling South Africans that he was misled. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they are feeding Floyd Shivambu there in KZN, man. Whatever that they are feeding Floyd Shivambu in KZN, it is working, because the things that the man is saying right now, they are insane. Going from bashing Jacob Zuma for 10 years, lying to the supporters of the EFF, millions and millions of supporters of the EFF, telling them that Jacob Zuma, it is the worst thing that has ever happened to this country. And today, to kissing the feet of Jacob Zuma and telling South Africans that Jacob Zuma, it is the best thing to ever happen to this country, man. Like, this is something like I still do not understand. I still do not understand. Honestly, I swear to God, I still do not understand how can one make such a big shift. I mean, like, with people saying that these are political parties that are going to liberate black people. You know, I get so offended every time when these people say that they want to liberate us as black people. And they say that they want to liberate us as black people, man. It is quite amazing. So when you look at the MK party, man, you remember, guys, when Jacob Zuma announced this political party, one of the things that Jacob Zuma said about this political party is that we did not establish the MK party to destroy the ANC. We established the MK party to save the ANC. These are not my words, but these are the words of Jacob Zuma. And that this political party, it is not here. This is the real ANC. These are not my words. These are the words of Jacob Zuma. So I hope that the people who vote for the MK party, they understand. They understand that voting for this political party, you are actually voting to save the ANC. And as a sane South African, there is absolutely no way that you can vote for this political party, because you look at the governance of the ANC for the past 30 years. You look at the mess that the ANC has caused in this country for the past 30 years. You look at unemployment rate. Today, we have millions and millions of young people that are sitting at home because of the ANC. Companies are leaving this country. Like this thing that Ramaphosa is saying, going around and telling the people that the investors are coming, people are going to find jobs. There is no such thing. People are not finding jobs. Companies are leaving this country. The ANC has failed to even provide with electricity. The ANC has failed to provide even with water. Young people in this country, they have actually tried to open their own businesses. And guess what? The fact that the ANC could not provide the electricity, 60% of the businesses that were started by young people, they end up failing. Young people today, when you start a business, there's a 60% chance that your business is not going to flourish because the ANC cannot provide with the electricity, they cannot provide with the water. They go around telling South Africans that there is no load shedding, but we know that there is load shedding in this country. We know that there is load shedding. Even where I stay, a couple of days ago, I experienced load shedding for like 4 hours. So load shedding is still here. Load shedding is still here. They can come and say that it is a load reduction. They can give it all the fancy names. But truth of the matter is that the load shedding, it is still here. So you look at unemployment rate, you look at the mess that these people have caused, you look at our infrastructure today, the infrastructure that they have basically failed to maintain. You look at the poor education system that they are feeding young people of this country. I mean, how can you transform this country when you are not even giving people good quality education? This is something that I do not understand. That they are talking about transformation, that we need to transform the lives of the people of this country. We want a transformation in this country, but you look at the kind of education system that has been fed young people in this country. And do you think with this kind of education system, you can actually raise young people that are capable? There is absolutely no way that you're going to raise young people that are capable. There's no way that you're going to raise young people that can compete with other young people throughout the world. The education system in this country, you look at the fact that young people in this country, they cannot even read or write. Some of them, they go to school and they even finish matric and they cannot even read or write. They cannot even read for a meaning. They cannot even read for a meaning. These are some of the things that have been caused by the ANC. You look at the poor education system. You look at the poor healthcare facilities. You look at crime in this country. You look at the drugs. You look at the murder rate, the fact that people are being slaughtered in this country left, right, and center. And there's absolutely nothing that the ANC government has been done in the past 30 years. And now you have a political party in 2024 coming out and saying that we're going to save the ANC. We're going to save the ANC. And you, as an average South African, you go out and say that I want to vote for this political party. I want to vote for this political party. I am tired of the ANC. That's why I'm saying that I do not understand how is it possible for the MK members to say that I am tired of the ANC. I don't want to vote for the ANC anymore, but I'm going to vote for the MK party. Voting for the MK party, you are voting to resurrect the ANC. The ANC that is today dying, the MK party is trying to pump life into the ANC. I don't understand. So are these people basically trying to tell us that what the ANC has been doing for the past 30 years, it isn't the best interest of black people in this country? What the ANC has done in this country, is that in the best interest of black people in this country? I mean, like the EFF. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start with the EFF. I honestly do not even know where to start with the EFF. You remember the leader of the EFF, Julius Malema, defending Nigerians and saying that, guys, the only reason why Nigerians are committing crimes in this country is because South Africans are committing crimes too. So this guy basically tells us the fact that we have people that are breaking the law in this country. It is justifiable for the people to come into this country, to jump the borders and get into this country, to abuse the resources that are paid for by hardworking South Africans, and in the meantime to commit crimes. And anybody who dares to call out these people and the nonsense that they are doing in this country, these people are xenophobic and these people are committing crimes because the people of this country are committing crimes. I do not understand. So you vote for the EFF knowing the position of the EFF on the illegal immigration. You vote for the EFF, the same political party that has insulted South Africans, telling South Africans that they are xenophobic for speaking about the issues that they are experiencing in their own neighborhoods. The people of this country, they are telling you that, guys, some of these illegal foreigners, most of these illegal foreigners in the townships where we live, these people are committing crimes left, right, and center. And you have the leader of the EFF saying that, no, we want to unite Africa. And anybody who talks bad about the illegal foreigners, you people are xenophobic. So are you telling me that a political party that has a poor illegal immigration stance is doing that on the interest of black people in this country? Today, as we speak, black people are competing in the job market with the illegal foreigners, and it is not a problem to them. So can anybody please tell me, how are these two political parties in the best interest of black people? Can anybody tell me that we are saying that the MK party and what the MK party is doing is in the interest of black people because of this? Because the likes of Floyd Shivambu, they can lie. Floyd Shivambu can go to Season Pofu Walsh and tell you that we need to remove the ANC surgically from power. Floyd Shivambu does not take decisions in the MK party. Jacob Zuma already told us, and Jacob Zuma's word is final in the MK party. Jacob Zuma has already told us that the MK party, it is here to save the ANC. So Floyd Shivambu can go around and criticize the ANC all he wants, but there is no way that he's going to form policy in the MK party. Jacob Zuma words is final. Jacob Zuma's word is final. Jacob Zuma, the man who was thrown out by the ANC, he still goes around and tell people that he is the ANC, he will be the ANC until he dies. So the likes of Floyd Shivambu going around and trying to lie to the people of this country to say that, okay, we want to surgically remove the ANC from power. You don't want to surgically remove the ANC from power. You want to save the ANC. But on the other hand, you have a political party that is totally okay with the criminality that is happening in this country. And the supporters of these two political parties are trying to tell us that these two political parties are in the best interest of black people. Yes. Jeez, man, I'm speechless, man. Like, the way South Africans view politics, man. Like, sometimes when you look at the way that South Africans view politics, you can see that this country is still going to be in trouble for a very long time. This country, these people are talking about liberation. This liberation they are talking about, it is not coming anytime soon. This liberation they are talking about, it is not coming every time soon. You hear the EFF supporters that, yes, Julius Malema is there with Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. But you look at Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, the guy is closed the borders of his country. The guy is doing his best to try to do what is right for his people in Burkina Faso. So he's putting the people of Burkina Faso first. But you have a political party in this country that has literally put the illegal foreigners first. And this is the reason why many people have rejected the EFF, because the EFF is now seen as a political party for the illegal foreigners. This is a political party that fills up the stadiums with illegal foreigners and chanting, kill the bull, kill the farm. This is the type of a political party that is. And somehow the people want us to believe that this political party, it is a political party that is in the best interest of black people in this country. I don't have my water here, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. So over the weekend, there was a quiet back and forth between the EFF and the MK party, and it was quite interesting. I don't want to lie. We know that Ramaphosa went to the United States to meet Donald Trump, like I said, and now people are still debating about whether Ramaphosa was humiliated or not. So after that meeting, there was a post that was put on social media, man. And this post was put by one of the most, I would say this guy is quite popular in the EFF or in social media, speaking on the EFF. And this guy says that the ANC and the DA have closed ranks. Ego politics aside, it is time to unite the progressive left. It is now time for the progressive left to join forces, meaning that it is time for the MK party and the EFF to join forces. And the MK party members, they were quite happy. And I would say that one of the reasons why the MK party members, they were quite happy is because I've seen this weird obsession with the MK party over the weekend with the EFF, simply because Julius Malema's videos were played in the White House. So the EFF right now, they have a bit of clout. So the MK party, they are trying to press themselves on the EFF. So a lot of the MK members, they were saying, yes, man, it is time. It is time that we join hands with the EFF. Forgetting that this is the same political party that essentially tried to destroy the EFF. They forget that the MK party, it is a political party that was laughing at the EFF, saying that the EFF is imploding. We are taking their members. We have taken their Secretary General. We have taken their former, what was the Limpopo national chair of the EFF. These people were literally bragging and saying that the EFF, it is dying and it is time for the people to join the MK party. But today, they have forgotten all of those things. And they are saying that, no, we need to join forces with the EFF. We need to join forces with the EFF. So Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, with 3 words, man, the guy said that it won't happen. It won't happen. And the MK party, they lost their mind. They lost their mind. How can Julius Malema say that this unity between these two political parties that are representing black people, it won't happen? How can these people say that it won't happen? And now, as we speak, the MK party is back to bashing Julius Malema. They are even reminding Julius Malema that Julius Malema accepted the rigged results of the election. You remember after the elections, the MK party went out and said that the DA and the ANC have rigged the elections. There is no way that the DA has more support than the MK party. And the MK party, when we are being honest, they have actually won the elections with a 2/3 majority. And they went to the courts. Until today, they cannot provide proof that they have won the elections with a 2/3 majority. I remember Julius Malema coming out and saying that, okay, we as the EFF, we are accepting the election results, so let's move on. We know that we took a bit of a knock. We were on 10%, but now we are on 9%. It is not that big, but let's move on. But the MK party said, okay, Julius Malema is a sellout. Julius Malema, you are selling out black people. How can you accept the rigged election results? And Julius Malema said, no, I'm not going to be used by these people in the MK party. But today, the same MK party says, EFF, let's come and unite. And Julius Malema says, no, it won't happen. It won't happen. And the MK party is begged to say, no, Julius Malema is insensitive. Julius Malema, he wants to shine alone. He wants, just imagine, these people are saying that Julius Malema wants to shine alone. So over the weekend, Julius Malema was here in the Free State, man. He was here in the Free State. And this is one of the things that he basically addressed, this forced unity by the MK party with the EFF, and saying that it is never going to happen. It is never going to happen because these people tried to destroy the EFF. They tried to destroy the EFF. So when you look at these political parties and the fact that these are type of things that they are fighting about, can anybody honestly tell me that these two political parties represent black people? And how are they representing black people? Because when you look at the strategy of these two political parties, what they are doing is dividing the people in this country. They are dividing the people in this country. Okay, they know that, okay, we have caused enough divisions between black people and white people. We have caused enough division of that. So let's cause more division inside black people. Let's make black people divide. Let's make black people divide. And what is funny is that before Julius Malema actually responded to this post on social media, some of the members of the EFF, they were saying, yes, this guy is telling the truth. There's no way that we're going to condone that nonsense that Ramaphosa did in White House. There's absolutely no way that we're going to condone that nonsense. So we need to unite with the MK party. We need to put their differences with the MK party aside. And Julius Malema came out speaking for the whole entire organization, proving that the EFF is a one-man political party, saying that it won't happen. And people went from, yes, let's unite with the MK party, to say, no, we don't want to unite with the MK party. It was quite fascinating to see. It was quite fascinating to see. The people, in a couple of hours, going from let's unite with the MK party, the party of Jacob Zuma, the Zuma party, in the words of Fikile Mbalula, to saying, no, we don't want to unite with the MK party. MK party are a bunch of thieves, simply because Julius Malema came out and said that it won't happen. It won't happen. And when we say that this is a political party, this is a one-man political party, some people, they will insult me. They will insult me like, no, Thomas, you are talking nonsense. You are not talking nonsense. The EFF consults and everything. But Julius Malema says that it won't happen. It won't happen. And some of his people inside the EFF, they are not happy with the fact that the guy is saying that, okay, this collaboration or unity between the EFF and the MK party is not going to happen. There are people that are literally not happy with that. But what can they say? What can you say? Are you going to confront Malema and tell him that you don't care what he says? The EFF needs to unite with the MK party. Are you going to tell Malema that? There's absolutely no way you're going to tell Malema that. You try to challenge Julius Malema, you are out. You are out. That is his own political party. That is his political party. If you dare say anything against Julius Malema, you are out. You are out. So in the Free State, Julius Malema basically reiterated what he has said on social media to say that there is absolutely no way that we're gonna unite with the Zuma party.
To the EFF. Let's go Butsamaka, Kebo Ace Makachule, Barbabata unity.
Don't be lied to by the likes of Ace Makashule saying that they want unity
of black people. Amakashule abatla unity of black people. Why are formulas sponsor shop says high?
So if Ace Makashule wants a unity of black people, why did he form his spaza shop? You know, he's calling guys, I need my wood. He says the political party of Ace Makashule, it is a spaza shop. How more disrespectful can you get, man? How more disrespectful can you get? Says that Ace Makashule's political party is a spaza shop. And I hate the way that these people actually speak about black people, because they are acting as if black people are a monolith. They act like black people move as one, and we think the same things, and we want the same things as black people. And this is why this so-called black political parties are not appealing to a lot of people. And this is and they cannot accept this. They cannot accept the fact that even if we are black people, we don't want the same things. We don't want the same things. We are not a monolith. Like, guys, we are independent in our thinking. People want different things. But somehow, these people, they think that no. No. Black people, they need to think as one. Black people, they need to think the way that we want them to think. And I find this quite disgusting. It is quite disgusting that if you try to even question what these people are saying, you will have the supporters of their own political parties coming and insulting you because you are not going with the program. You are not going with the program. And they do not even realize how insulting it is to black people. They don't even realize that. It is insulting to try to act like black people in this country. They want the same things. They must think the way that you think. And anybody who does not think the way that you think is not a black person. You are a sellout. You are a Uncle Tom. But guys, I did say that you can call me Uncle Tom every time, and my name is Thomas. So it is a compliment to me. So you are an askari. You are all sort of things simply because you do not align yourself with the thinking of the likes of Julius Malema and Jacob Zuma. I mean, when you sit back and ask yourself, why does Jacob Zuma want to be in power again? I mean, you had 2 terms as the president of the country. 2 terms as the president of the country. And you gave the whole country to the Guptas. You gave the country to the Guptas. And now, the same people that were enjoying the curry when Jacob Zuma was the president are now pissed off and saying that Ramaphosa is selling the country to the white people. I mean, if you guys were okay with Jacob Zuma selling the country to the Guptas, why are you not okay with Ramaphosa selling the country to the white people? Because it is clear as day that this country is for sale. It is clear as day that it is for sale. But no, somehow when Ramaphosa does it, like, this is the worst thing ever, man. How can Ramaphosa go to White House and basically do not confront Donald Trump and turn that meeting into a Zelensky type of a meeting? Absolutely insane. And these people, they like one day, I hope one day they will understand. They will understand that the black people, they do not think the same. And it is okay for black people to sit down and have debates. It is okay for black people not to agree with people. You know, sometimes I would sit down and actually read the comments. I do read a lot of comments. When I do this content, I read a lot of comments. Some people will say that, Thomas, I totally disagree with you. And I would say, like, it is fine. It is fine when we disagree. I would actually hate it when I would come to this platform and speak and you agree with me on everything. Like, I would hate that. I like it. I like it when we disagree. I like it when we disagree. And I like people when they disagree with me, they tell me why they disagree with me. Don't come and say that, no, Thomas, I disagree with me. You are talking nonsense. You are talking shit. You did not say anything. You literally did not say anything. But when somebody says that, Thomas, I disagree with you because I don't think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they give their reasons and why they disagree with me, I actually respect that. I respect that. I don't want people to agree with me on everything. It would be weird if I would sit here and actually expect people to agree with me on everything. It would be weird. But this is something that it is not fathomable, even in these political parties. You cannot even do that. You cannot even think about that. You cannot. You cannot. So they are treating black people as the object. They are treating them as objects. This is what these so-called black political parties are doing. They are treating people as objects.
To the EFF. Let's go to Maka, Kebo Ace Makashule, Barbabata unity of black people. Amakashule Abata unity of black people. Why up for Miles Paza shop says I as a joiner EFF that existed before he formed the Spaza shop. Unalele Kegu Konatala kwa.
There's an old man in KZN. That old man is called Jacob Zuma and he says he wants unity. They are telling us to unite with Jacob Zuma.
We will never unite with Zuma, who wants to kill the EFF. We'll never unite with MK that exists to destroy the EFF. We are not friends to the enemies of the EFF. Whether Trump says the same thing about the two of us, we don't care. we must never be tempted to unite with the agents who want to destroy the EFF. If Zuma batla unity of black people, why did he form MK when there was EFF? Because how from a party you are already dividing people. You must join the existing organization.
So in Julius Malema's mind, he thinks that if Jacob Zuma did not establish the MK party, then the so-called black vote was never going to be divided. He thinks that black people were going to vote for the EFF. If Jacob Zuma did not start the MK party, he thinks that black people were going to vote for the EFF. So what stopped black people from voting for the EFF for the past 10 years? What stopped them? What stopped black people from giving a municipality to the EFF? I mean, we are talking about a political party that has been in existence for the past 11 years. And this political party has not been trusted with a mere municipality. But still, they cannot see the writing on the wall. They cannot see the writing on the wall. So for him to stand there and pretend like if Jacob Zuma did not start the MK party, then black people were going to vote for the EFF, it is asinine at best. Insane. Insane. So right now you have two political parties that are butting heads and saying that we are representing black people. Two political parties that are butting heads and saying that we are representing black people. And when we come to these platforms and say that these type of political parties are just giving people the confusion, they are just confusing the people. Because right now, even the supporters of these two political parties, they are on social media right now doing the back and forth, insulting each other. Insulting each other. The leaders of these two political parties, they are breeding the hate on the people on the ground. And when we say such things, they lose their minds. But it's the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. The leaders of these two political parties, the leaders of the EFF, the leaders of the MK party, they are breeding hate for the people on the ground. Because the people on the ground, they are now insulting each other. They are now insulting each other. And they want to say that they are the representatives of black people in this country. My goodness.
That pursues the same agenda, which is the EFF. There is no unity they are talking about. They are pretentious about it. Zuma is about himself and about his family. That's why he went to form that Spaza show.
But on that, I cannot fault Julius Malema, man. He's right. Like, because if you look at the MK party, man, when you look at the MK party, it is just a political party that is there to cleanse the image of Jacob Zuma. I don't see the MK party as a political party that is serious about the governance of this country. Everything revolves around Jacob Zuma. They are doing everything in their power to cleanse the image of Jacob Zuma. That's why you will see the likes of Floyd Shivambu, who has said many horrible things about Jacob Zuma, that maybe 60% of them were right about Jacob Zuma. Today, he's trying to tell the people of this country that Jacob Zuma, it is the Messiah, man. We've never had a president like Jacob Zuma, man. Since 1994, Jacob Zuma is the best president that this country has ever had. Forgetting that for the past 10 years, he told the South Africans that Jacob Zuma is the worst thing to ever happen to this country. So the MK party, they are just simply there to cleanse the image of one man. They are there to cleanse the image of one man. And what this one man is interested in is saving the ANC. Saving the ANC.
Today, Kopi is complaining about Paris. Hi, Tommy, today. It's a little.
So Kopis today is complaining about Paris. It did not start today. It started a long time ago at the times of Isma Khashule. When Isma Khashule took things from Kopis and took them to Paris.
Today Urutlo contest what 16.
Today he says that he's going to contest in what 16.
A contest of young.
Contesting how? And again, guys, when you look at Julius Malema, the fact that Julius Malema is literally out there trying to campaign for the EFF, like it is a mess, man. It tells you that the EFF is doing bad on the ground. And this is something that they are not even trying to acknowledge, because every time when people bring the numbers to say that, guys, can you see how bad the EFF is doing? Just look at these results of the by-elections and look at how bad this political party is doing. They will say, no, 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 guys, let's not acknowledge those results. Ours, it is a generational mission. Ours, it is a generational mission. So they are saying this because they do not want to confront the numbers that they are represented with. And they do not understand that the fact that these numbers are so low, it means that the people do not trust the EFF. At this point, majority of the so-called black voters, they love the MK party more than they love the EFF. You can even look at the by-elections. The by-elections are a prelude of what is going to happen in 2026. And Julius Malema knows that. That's why he's hitting the road hard. Because he understands that the MK party is about to eat the lunch of the EFF. It is literally about to destroy the EFF. These results that we have witnessed in the past couple of weeks, these are prelude of what is going to happen in 2026. And they know that. And if these people are going to suffer another humiliation of not even securing one municipality, then there's no need for this political party to continue existing. Absolutely no need. Absolutely no need. They can see that the MK party, it is going to eat their lunch. It is going to eat their lunch. That's why the man is out there himself, hitting the road so hard,
Because he's the one who brought people from Paris to come and work a year at Kwakwati. He went to fetch the money and make sure that Paris looks like Paris, whereas we are suffering.
Guys, this country is in a lot of trouble, man. This country, I don't want to lie, this country is in a lot of trouble, man. It's in a lot of trouble. It's in a lot of trouble, man. Deep trouble. That's what I can say. We are in a lot of trouble. The people in this country, man, they lack political education. And one thing about politics is that you don't necessarily have to sit down and maybe take the books and learn politics, man. You just have to sit down and apply your mind. You have to sit down and apply your mind. Many people have actually questioned me, Thomas, where did you study these things that you are saying? Like, I did not study any of these things, man. I'm just a average guy living in the townships, running my mouth on the internet. I did not study any of these things. But when you sit down, you can apply your mind, and if you are an honest person, you can see exactly what is happening. You can see exactly what is happening. It's almost as if the agenda of these political parties, it is to confuse people on the ground. They know that they have a very ignorant voter base. And the best way it is to confuse these people, confuse the living hell out of these people. Confuse them. Confuse them. I mean, how many of these political parties are willing to go out and say that, guys, we're going to teach the people political education. We're going to give the people political education. We're going to make the people aware that, guys, you know, if you vote for a political party, these are type of powers that you are giving to that political party. But they are not doing that. Why? Some of these political parties, they are fighting the ANC because they want to get to rule these ignorant people. I mean, like, if you are a leader of a political party or you are in the higher structures of a political party, you are hoping that your political party wins the elections because you know that you have a lot of people that are politically ignorant in this country. And it serves your purpose to have the people that are politically ignorant. It serves your purpose. It serves your purpose. They know that if people can actually get a political education, they would not exist today. They would not exist. But no, the supporters of the EFF, the EFF is going to get us the land. The EFF is going to get us the land. Despite the EFF on its papers saying that the state shall be the custodian of the land. The state shall be the custodian of the land. So if Julius Malema becomes the president of the country one day, don't think that Julius Malema is going to give you the land. He's not going to give you the land. They are going to be the gatekeepers of the land. And they told you that the state is going to be the custodian of the state, of the land. The state will be the custodian of the land. So what you are getting with the ANC today, with the millions and millions of acres that they are holding, this is the same thing that you would get with the EFF. Easily so. Easily so. But their supporters, no. We're going to get the land under the EFF. Julius Malema is going to give us the land. It's going to give us the land. And you are happy when you are a political leader, when people start to speak like this. You are totally happy. You are totally happy. The so-called black political parties breeding hate and confusion amongst the people. And they want to say that they are the representatives of black people. It is such a shame, man. It is such a shame. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.